It's Happy Hour again from Uptown New Orleans. Hello, I'm Grant Morris. Happy Hour is part of the family of shows on the podcast network. It's neworleans.com. When you walk into a bar in New Orleans and you pull up a bar stool, you never know who's going to be sitting on either side of you. What you do know is no matter what they look like, what they're wearing, whether they just got out of a limousine or just got out of jail, they're going to be happy to talk to you. Because that's New Orleans and this is Happy Hour, a cocktail-fueled 60 minutes of random conversation with folks who have nothing in common. Other than we're all New Orleanians in a bar today, we're at the fabulous Wayfare on Ferret Street, where they have an awesome happy hour here every day of the week for 3 hours from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Am I right, Andrew?
Yeah, I was actually double-checking on the sign, but you're nailing it so far.
And they have half-price food from 3 to 6 p.m. as well. Yep. Bar fare, I think they call it. Is that right?
That's right. The starters and bar fare is what
starters
it says.
And bar fare.
Yep.
And they have an awesome brunch on the weekends.
True.
I'm talking about Wayfare on Ferret Street, which is just a couple of blocks down from Napoleon Avenue. You can come here anytime you want, or you can hang out with us for the next hour. It's me and Andrew Duhon. That's
just
it.
Us.
Just the two of us.
Nobody showed up.
No one's here. It's a sad, sad day for us, but we'll just try and make do. Or we could actually include the people who are sitting at the table.
Just kidding.
You know, look who's here. Stu Schayot. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's pronounced Shayot, but don't feel
Shayot.
bad. Yeah, nobody gets
S-H-A-Y-O-T.
S-C-H.
S-C-H. There's an H. Oh, there's a C in there as well.
Yeah.
S-C-H-A-Y-O-T.
Yeah, I pretty much just go by Stu.
Stu. Everyone
nobody.
I just found out that's your other name was like an hour
I'm like
ago.
Prince. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
Everyone just calls you Stu.
yeah, it's just Stu.
I hear you referred to as Stu from the Howlin Wolf.
Yeah, that's actually used as my last name a lot more
Stu
than
from
my
the Howlin
actual
Wolf.
one. So yeah.
So it's from
I'm actually
the-
looking into legally changing it to that.
Just Stu from the Howlin Wolf.
Yeah.
Is from the Howlin Wolf hyphenated?
There's that apostrophe in there, so
And
there's a little
after
bit of
Howlin.
Right. So
That would be tricky if there was a hyphen, a dash, or something after the
yeah, that's a
apostrophe.
lot of characters.
Yeah.
It might
So-
not actually fit on the actual application if I had too many.
What are you
So-
applying for?
I'm applying
to have
if
your
that
name
makes- yeah,
changed.
It's gonna be my new last name.
Where does is it Shio?
Shayot, yeah. The
Where
T
does
is
that
silent.
come from originally?
It's like a French and German hybrid kind of situation. Yeah.
There aren't too many French and
I know,
German
right?
hybrids. Who else is there? Who's the famous French and German hybrid? The famous Johnny Dilks is here. Johnny, speak into that microphone. Hi,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm good.
We are
I'm
so
good.
happy to have you here.
You got me. I came straight from work. I was shellacking.
You have
yeah.
stuff all over your hands.
I do, yeah. Shellac.
Is it shellac?
It's bug poop.
Bug poop. Is that what
Yep.
shellac's made from?
Yeah,
From
it
what?
is.
What bugs? Cockroaches?
The lac beetle.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. They eat sap and then poop it out, and
I
then
already
you can
learned something.
melt it in alcohol.
Who is
That's insane.
Who's the bug shit collector that collects
Indians
people in India?
in India, yeah.
Is that a real job in India, bug shit collecting?
Yeah, bug shit collecting is a
Wow.
real job.
And what did
Yeah.
you say the name of the bug was?
The lac
Lac.
beetle.
How do you spell that?
L-A-C, beetle.
The black beetle.
Yep.
So that's
So it
kind
should
of...
be called lac shit instead of shellac.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
exactly.
it's called shellac, because it's the lac... Oh, good thinking. I didn't
I
even
don't
get that.
think that's right. but-
Andrew was in India very recently, actually. About 2 years ago. Was
2
it
years.
Sri Lanka?
Yeah. I've always wanted
That's
to go
right.
to India. It seems like total
Special
insanity.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly
I
special.
really want to go home and eat sap now, and just see what
You
happens.
can eat it. It's not good.
Have you eaten
and then
shellac?
I'm in small amounts, I'm sure, yeah.
Right, it's varnish, right?
Yeah, it's varnish.
Is it the same thing, or...
Yeah,
Are they two different things if you're actually in the furniture restoration
There's
business?
different varnishes, but shellac is a gum, which is a constituent of a varnish. It's an ingredient.
Shellac is a constituent of varnish.
Yeah.
So the varnish is the sort of genus.
Yeah, correct.
Shellac is
it's
like a
yeah,
species.
it's like an ingredient in a recipe.
And it's quite flammable, isn't it? Shellac?
Alcohol is the shellac isn't flammable.
Okay.
The ethyl alcohol,
I
ethanol,
see.
is flammable.
Yeah.
So you can't set your hands on fire like with this
No,
stuff.
I mean I could,
So
but
it's all
I
over you.
wouldn't.
It's all-
I
it's-
brought a lighter if we want to.
Jennifer Raven is here as
Yeah,
well.
light me on
Jennifer,
fire.
Jennifer, how are you doing?
I'm awake.
Awake?
Yes, that's
Is
that's
that-
an accomplishment.
Is that not normal for you?
No, no.
4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon,
No,
whatever
it's,
it is?
it's like morning for me.
What time do you wake up? normally?
Whenever.
Whenever?
Whenever.
Are you like an alcoholic or a drug addict?
Oh, no. Alcoholics go to meetings. I'm a soberphobic.
Soberphobic. That's
Soberphobia.
not-
It's very real.
That's
I'm raising
another one
awareness.
to write down. Soberphobic.
Do they have meetings for that?
I'm actually sober.
What?
Do they have meetings for that? Can I
Yeah,
go to
every
one of
bar.
those?
We're in one right now.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a sober guy in the bar.
You're an actual-
So you're afraid of me.
How
You
long-
would be more afraid of me if I was drunk, believe me, because I would be naked and
trying to
fighting
shellac
with all of the
everybody,
guys.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like
I'd be shellacking myself naked.
You like to...
I'm picturing this, just
Yeah.
so you know. Like, Yeah.
How many nights a week do you spend fighting people in a bar naked?
Not anymore.
None.
I'm
No,
not
that's-
allowed to
that's
have
me-
whiskey
that's me.
anymore, so
Whiskey's what did it.
I will kick your ass.
What about you, Johnny? What was your drink that got you drunk and naked and
I was
fighting?
I was a bourbon guy. Bourbon and water with no ice was my drink. for
Bourbon and
about-
water with no ice.
About
What-
18 years.
Oh, wow.
18 years of getting drunk and getting in fights.
18
Yeah,
years.
pretty much.
How long
Yeah.
sober?
I quit drinking 3 times. Let me think. I quit when I was 31. I'm 45 now. I quit about 4 years ago the last time.
Cool.
So you've been sober for the last 4 years.
Yeah, pretty much on and off since I was
And
31.
How has it affected your music career being sober?
Well, to be honest with you, as a songwriter, I seem to write my best songs when I'm totally miserable, and I've been pretty happy.
Andrew says the same thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy these days. So my songwriting's kind of dwindled.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Is that sort of a common problem among singer-songwriters?
So I think it's a double-edged sword. You stay miserable, you write great stuff, and you produce great art. If you're happy, I just got married last weekend, so.
well, you'll eventually be miserable again.
Hey, well, I mean,
Just hang on.
Thanks for that, buddy.
That's
I appreciate
okay.
that. That's,
You only got married last weekend. Well,
I did, yeah.
congratulations
Yeah.
on behalf of all of us.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
think
Well,
you're saying condolences.
The honeymoon phase.
Here's to it.
All right, man.
Congratulations.
Are you
That's
drinking?
awesome.
What are you drinking? Is that?
Oh, this is just water. That's what it looks
I
like.
didn't
What are
choose
you
the
drinking, Margaret? Jennifer. What
Oh, that's a mudslide.
It's a mudslide.
Mudslide. It's Kahlua Bailey's
What's in it?
vodka and milk.
Kahlua Bailey's. What a total waste of milk.
Old
It
Greg.
really is. Not. Old Greg. I don't have a boot.
Yeah, you need a boot.
I need a boot.
What's on your arm? What does that say? The writing.
That says Nemo me impune lacessi. It means no one provokes me with impunity.
What language is that in?
It's Latin.
That is not Latin.
That is Latin.
Come on. Is that what Latin looks
That's
like?
Latin. Well, it looks like it's supposed to be fairy,
That looks like someone
like
who's
elvish writing. But my friend, I think, was a crackhead when he tattooed
I was
that
going
on
to
me.
say that.
So,
I don't
yeah.
know what Latin looks like, but I don't think it looks. I thought Latin was originally English, right? That's where English came from.
No, English came from everywhere. It's the rape language. It just steals whatever it wants from
Yeah, but-
other languages.
But wasn't English originally Latin?
No.
Stu, come on,
Spanish.
help me out. You're a half
Spanish,
French.
Italian.
I was absent that
I
day.
think Italian and yeah.
No, that is completely wrong.
Yeah, they derive
Surely.
from Latin.
Really? Mm-hmm. Are you serious, Johnny? You know that for a fact?
Yeah, I'm half Italian.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. That does
Well,
it?
I
That
can
just
see the
means-
line, actually. It's that half, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the other half? Half Italian and half
Welsh, English.
Right. Well, do you think the Italians believe they invented English? Those Romance languages are not connected to English, are they? Except for the words we've borrowed.
The
from
ones
it.
we've stolen.
Yeah. Appropriated. Well, that's language does
Yeah.
change.
We've been inspired by,
Right, but I'm sure that English started off as Latin. I'm pretty sure that's why we studied Latin in school, right? If you have a classical education.
You're asking a
Well,
dumb guy.
Well, I think
Ask
we're-
the dumb guy.
If we're saying that the suffixes and prefixes were inspired by the stolen words that we procured, then what are we talking about here? If we just
It's like transgender.
3 times displaced from Latin, but
I don't know.
but inspired
Well,
by.
Think about Rome. They conquered, England.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
but I'm-
The Romans, right?
Grayson's
So-
just graduated from college last week.
Yeah.
So, Grayson,
English.
where did English come from?
It's West Germanic. It's a West Germanic language.
How about that?
It's not. Well, no. It has influences from Latin and other Romance languages.
The fucking
Wow.
Romans.
The Romans,
Romance. Romance.
That's who did the raping. was
Can't
the
trust
Romans.
the Romans raped everybody.
So
Well, they had an
did.
empire.
You're
right?
saying I should just back up from that half right there?
The Roman half? Well, no,
Yeah,
I mean,
that was-
You don't get an empire without fucking people
when I
up.
was a kid, I thought Italians were like these noble, Roman descendants. And I got to Italy and I saw a fat, sweaty guy wearing leopard skin Speedos standing in a balcony yelling at his girlfriend.
Oh.
And I got there and I was like, fuck, I'm like Mexican. I mean, not to make a bad joke, but I was like, this is not what I thought it was.
So you thought you were some sort of sophisticated.
Yeah, I was.
now
I
you realize
realized.
you're
I
just
realized
a
I
feet
was.
of clay.
Yeah, it's just After
how old were you
spending a
when
month
you-
in Rome, 18.
Were you on the road? Were you a musician?
I was a musician. Yeah.
So you grew up in
I moved
California
to London when I was 18 for a year.
to play?
No, just to get away from
Just to get
my
the hell
life.
out of
Just to
California.
leave, and then I traveled a little bit.
Right. And did you manage to change your life to a significant extent?
Eventually.
Did you learn to hate the English?
Love-hate relationship with the English.
Most people hate the English.
Yeah, English.
Right.
Most violence I ever experienced was in London. I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, they know how to drink over there.
They know how to drink and fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those guys
take
will
you
fight.
outside, sort you out, is what they say. It's like sort you out can be a lot of different things. You know, it's like if you're staying with somebody, it's like, oh, you sort it out there, you're on your couch there, you sort it out, or like, I'll take you outside and sort you out. Like two very different things.
It's good to know the difference.
Or like, oh, she's a
But there's-
good-looking bird. I'll sort her out. You know, it's all different things.
Well, the eye contact
Good accent
too.
as well.
You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember being drunk in a bar and staring at this guy who was wearing a cravat. I had never seen a
Right.
cravat, and I was just staring. And the guy, "What you?" He was like, "Say something." And I was just in a daze. I was in a stupor, and he came up and he headbutted me.
Oh, for real?
And yeah,
Just like you
knocked
see
me.
in the movies.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't look away. I'm like, why'd you do that? He's like, you were staring right at me. You didn't look away. It's like, I'm from America, man. I was staring at your neck.
Can you
That's-
help? What's a cravat? Is that
It's like a necktie that's
like an
under your
ascot.
under
an
your
ascot?
shirt.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask what's the difference between a cravat and an
That's
ascot.
a fruity looking thing.
It's the same thing.
Well,
Did
he
you ever
headbutted
end up
you.
buying one?
No, why would I do that?
Wouldn't be seen dead
No,
in a
no
cravat. Right?
self-respecting man wears a cravat.
Well, what's the difference between that and a bow tie? Would you wear a bow tie?
Oh, absolutely.
You would?
Yeah.
You guys wear bow ties?
String ties. I got married in a
I
string
wouldn't
tie.
say no to
A
it.
string tie,
Yeah,
like a bowler.
I accidentally dressed like Colonel Sanders. It was a complete accident, but I did.
I want to say this. Cravat, not very manly, but he did headbutt you.
This is great.
He
Immediately
did. Yeah, he
after.
did. He did get the better of me for
So,
sure.
What does that feel like when you get whacked in the head?
It fucking
unexpected?
hurt.
Yeah.
It was like he got me like right in the bridge, right between my nose, like right here.
Fuck.
I got hit in the
Yeah.
head by a cabbage at a St. Patrick's Day parade once.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Similar kind of thing.
Cabbage is going to give, though, more than the skull
And the head,
of
yeah.
an Englishman.
But the cabbage felt no pain when it hit me. I would imagine the other guys got to feel a lot of pain.
I
when
don't
he hit
know.
I don't know. I don't think
No,
that's
I-
the thing with headbutts. I think
Fellow who played some football in high school, a friend of mine, said he wasn't a football player until high school, and then big guy in high school, they wanted him to play football, and he said, I stopped getting hurt when I realized I just needed to hit the other guy harder, and that's just like sheer physics. If you hit the other guy harder than he hits you, he kind of feels the blow more. I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're doing the hitting, you feel less pain than...
Yeah, if your hit's harder
Okay.
than them, I
Even
think,
if it's
I
just
think
your
they get
head
the
on.
energy. Yeah.
Well, it's
Good to know these things before you go
Tell you
out.
your cabbage story. I had
Yeah.
I took in a stray cat, and I didn't have a name for it for like 6 weeks. And I was walking down, I think Orleans on Endymion, and I literally thought to myself, what am I going to name this cat? And a moon pie hit me in the face, and I caught it. And so my cat's name is Moon Pie.
That's a good name for a cat and
Yeah.
a better story, actually, than being hit in the head by a fucking cabbage, which really hurts.
Better than
That's cool.
A cabbage is better than a coconut.
Hey, listen, do you want to play us a song? Because these people sitting here probably, maybe except for Andrew, have you ever heard Johnny play? Stu?
I have not.
Yeah, well,
Stu,
let's,
Stu from the Howlin Wolf, he books bands. You book bands like every night, right?
Let's talk a little more, and then I'll play you a song.
Okay, all right. What do I have to do to talk you
Because I know
into
I'm
it?
sitting next to a great songwriter.
Andrew's a great songwriter, too.
Yeah, we're just drinking, though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, though, man.
I want these guys to hear you because you are awesome. I'm a big fan of Western swing and that kind of music. So I'm really excited to have you on the show, Dan. I want these guys to hear you. What sort of music do you listen to when you're drunk at home?
All the music.
Everything.
Well, I don't like gangster rap, but other than that, I listen to anything.
Right.
I like
Country?
I like country, folk music. I like
Reggae?
Yeah, I like reggae. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you like country and reggae, you're in.
I love Zydeco.
Right.
Yeah, I like anything that tells a story. So it's got a story
that's
behind
nice.
it. We're good.
Gangster rap tells a story.
No, I'm a hoe, she a hoe, she a hoe, she a hoe. That is not. That's not a story, bro.
That's generalized.
Well,
Stu, you agree with
There's
it?
an entire song
No.
that is the entire lyrics to, and somehow that dude made millions.
Like you can say,
I'm done.
I'm in a truck. I'm in a truck is a country.
yeah, that's true. Bro country
But they
is
got the self-driving trucks now, so soon your truck can leave you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I'm done. I'm out.
Okay.
I like
That's
NWA.
Did you just make
personally.
that line up?
No, I stole it from the internet.
That is really funny. Once you have the self-driving truck, the truck can leave you too. That's the end of country music. Okay, that is really funny.
I think country
Yeah, we
music
stole it
ended a
from-
long time ago.
Do you
Personally.
think?
Yeah.
Aren't there still good people out there?
Yeah.
It's
like-
become more poppy though. It
Yeah,
really has.
it has.
It's more pop.
But there's still, what happened to those guys? What were their names?
like George Jones, Johnny Cash.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Glenn
What about
Campbell
the guys?
died yesterday here,
Glenn
you know.
Campbell's dead.
Enough drugs
Yeah.
will do that to you.
And then what about those young guys?
I like
What are
Darius
their names?
Rucker.
Tinsley Ellis and
Who?
is that his name? That guy Wayne Hancock.
Oh, Wayne Hancock.
the
I
Train
know
Hancock.
Wayne.
Do you ever play with him?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I've
really
been friends
great.
with Wayne for 25 years.
So you're friends with Wayne Hancock.
Yeah.
Now how's he doing? Is he making a living?
Yeah, he makes a living. He's got, his riding the, on and off addiction issues.
Addiction issues. Gosh, I didn't know that. So you think that people in country music are outside that kind of?
Oh,
Oh,
But that's
yeah.
like an open. now we know.
Wayne is a really good guy. He's just, like many of my friends.
It's Joanna Devine. Do we want to talk to Joanna?
Sure. Let's see what you want.
See what she says. Hey, Joanna, you're on Happy Hour, unfortunately for you. Oh, hang on. I have to hit speakerphone. Okay, try that.
Really good news.
You have some good news?
Share it with
I have
everybody.
Some great news, actually.
Do you want to tell everyone on Happy Hour the great news?
I don't know. I don't know
You
if it's
don't have
appropriate.
herpes.
Well, I'll try.
You're talking
You're
to...
getting a check in the mail, a big check in the mail from our second big sponsor on another fantastic It's INO broadcasting show.
Well, good job,
Well, that's
Joanna.
great.
That's
Way
good
to
news.
go.
And time for another drink.
Way to go.
Okay.
Money
Joanna,
is-
thanks
money
for
is
that.
good.
Yeah, so it's a payday.
I just had to share the good news.
Well, thanks very much. I'll call you after.
Okay. Sounds
Okay,
good.
cool.
Have a good time.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
How about that? Was worth answering, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was,
Joanna Devine.
that wasn't even raunchy or anything.
I
It was
know.
fine.
So
good.
people like once in a while, people like to give us some money because we can sell shit for them like Hangover Destroyer.
Oh, how about that?
Segway.
The only all-natural product proven, medically proven, to cure and or prevent a hangover, which you don't need anymore, Johnny, because you quit drinking.
Yeah.
But the rest of these alcoholics over here, especially you,
Soberphobia.
Jennifer, soberphobics.
What
The
does it
rest
mean
is-
to be medically proven?
We'd have to read.
Medically
You'd have to read
proven.
the fine print. I know that it does increase alcohol metabolism, it neutralizes toxins and free radicals, it enhances liver function, and it boosts alertness and mental clarity.
Here's why it's
I'm-
not
I'm
going to
not the
work
one
for
who
me,
needs
Grant.
this.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes, please.
It's not going to work for me because subconsciously I'm going to think, after I down one of these, I'm going to drink 6 more beers than I would have drank before.
No, that will not work.
Yeah,
I
totally.
think it
Yeah.
only works up to 5 drinks, then you have to have another one.
Okay.
that's what it
I'm going to
says.
need a
But
whole
they're
pouch
free
tonight,
as far as
yeah.
you're
You,
concerned.
you know, it's,
right.
you know what the best hangover cure is just more
More
alcohol.
more alcohol.
That's
Just
what
have
they
a
say.
drink when you wake up.
That's,
Salt
that's
to the
my
dog,
husband's
right? Or hair to the dog,
philosophy.
rather.
He needs
So
this.
you're
We can
married
just-
as well, Jennifer.
Yeah, I got him on eBay. There was a sale.
Yeah.
He
How
needs
long
it.
have you guys been married?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's even
In
shorter
New
than Johnny's
Orleans.
been married for a week. Why are you still
Yeah.
here? Aren't you supposed to be on a honeymoon, or is this it?
We did it backwards.
Where'd you go?
Oh.
We went to Greece
Nice.
for 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was
No,
awesome.
you need that, Tim.
Wow,
you
that is-
just put
We
that
did,
right there in the
that
IV
is
We
bag.
smart.
got, I asked her to
Right in
marry
the
me, and then
IV
we
bag.
got
Put it
pregnant
in the
like
purse.
a month later.
All right.
Wow.
And,
So
then we went on our
congratulations.
honeymoon, and then we got married.
Okay. So that is all totally backwards.
Yeah,
That's
totally
easy.
backwards.
What happens next then?
We have a baby.
You
in
stay together
December.
forever, I guess, because
No, I
You
think the
would've got
baby should
divorced
graduate
first.
college, and then you should have a baby. Like,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
do it backwards.
Just in the womb.
Just to-
Graduate
yeah,
college in the
graduate
room.
college.
If only. That sounds good.
yeah.
Yeah, I was praying for a girl, but we're having a boy, so I'm kind of.
Did you say you were praying for one?
Yeah.
for a girl?
So
Well-
there is no
Because
God.
I
then.
was such a bastard when I was a kid.
No,
Like,
little
please
girls
God.
are little girls are angels till they hit 12, and then just get a shotgun.
Yeah, well, that's
yeah.
how I was.
Yeah.
I wasn't an angel, but
You were a
12,
good kid.
12, 13, you know.
What happened to you? How'd you go off the rails? You discovered
I
opioids?
discovered punk rock
Punk.
in San Francisco. I got into that world.
What bands? Like Rancid?
No, way before that, like the Dead Kennedys.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Black Flag, that era, like early '80s.
And you started playing that.
No, not really. I was just in that world,
What did that mean? That was like self-flagellation?
Well,
type
no,
cutting?
I can explain it more like I was raised without television, and then I got sent to.
Okay, right there. That's weird.
Yeah.
How come? Are your parents religious or something?
No, they were immigrants. My mom's Italian.
Are
and-
they real? I mean,
Yeah, I'm a first-generation American.
okay.
So
don't they have TV?
well, they do, but I mean, I didn't have a TV.
Yeah, my grandmother
growing up.
didn't believe in it either.
We didn't
She's
have-
from Hungary. We didn't watch TV except for the news and educational programming. No.
So basically, I learned about music by buying records at the Salvation Army and listening to them on our piece of furniture, that,
Right.
And
What's
then I
called
got
a
to
record player.
Yeah, record player. But I
Yeah.
got to middle school, and they, I didn't fit in. It was like they were listening to Tears for Fears, and I was
Right.
listening to Herb Alpert and Otis Redding, and punk rock kind of allowed me to do whatever I wanted. It was like, okay, well, I didn't really view it as music. I mean, it was music, but it was more
But you
like,
went to a record store when you were a kid, teenager, and
Yeah.
just bought whatever you felt like, whatever attracted you.
yeah. Pretty
And
much.
so you're attracted to the cover of like Herb Alpert's Lonely Ball,
no,
which is a strange
taste.
Taste of Honey.
What's it? Whipped Cream and Other Delights.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I love that record. That's a great
And
record.
was it the cover that attracted you to that?
Initially, yeah.
Yeah,
it
What's
was.
on the cover
So,
of
like,
Herb
I think
Alpert's
it's a
Whipped
gal
Cream
with
and
a
Other?
cream on her,
It's a
yeah.
naked chick and wearing
Okay.
shaving cream.
Yeah.
What's not to like about that?
That
Way
was-
before Varsity Blues,
yeah,
really?
it's got
It's just-
it's got great stuff on it. That
That's right.
record.
That was Herb Alpert, Mr. Clean's, Mr. A&M's record cover.
Yeah,
It was a naked chick covered in whipped cream.
yeah,
No wonder he's huge.
yeah. It's great. He's a genius.
Yeah.
and it's good. It's
And
a good
and
record.
It's good, yeah. And what else did you listen to then?
My mom had mostly soul music when I was a kid. So like Otis Redding, staple singers.
That was your mom's side.
My mom's
So
side.
how did she find that if she didn't even have a TV?
She, the Italian side of my family was poor. They lived in Hunters Point in San Francisco, and she went to a school that was, about 90% black. So, she was just kind of raised.
Oh,
with
so
that
that
music.
all the kids, that's what black
That's
kids
what-
listen to,
and-
Otis
yeah,
Redding and that.
yeah, in the
So you wouldn't catch a
60s.
black kid in New Orleans listening to Otis Redding if you...
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's.
Would you?
I mean, I think kids in New Orleans listen to some pretty cool stuff comparatively to other kids in different cities
Yeah.
in the United States.
I don't know. I don't know where you'd hear Otis Redding or classic black stuff any more than you'd hear classic country anymore. That all seems to have disappeared, doesn't it? Stu, you would know better than anybody.
I wouldn't say disappeared. I would say, for younger generations, they're bombarded with so much content now, as opposed to,
Yeah.
even the idea of walking into a store that has physical products that you're going, okay, I'm buying this because of what's on the cover. I mean, there's generations now that'll never experience that or even know that that's a thing.
Right.
So, I think, I don't know, I kind of feel like talking about country music and rap music, there's a lot of parallel to it too, because there's some really good country stuff and there's some really bad country stuff. Some really amazing hip hop stuff and there's some really bad hip hop stuff. So,
How are you finding it? How are you sorting it out?
The
As the
internet.
English.
internet and just, music source websites, and,
There have to
and
be-
just knowing, kind of keeping your ears to the streets and seeing what's popping and kind of going, okay, if this is popping, let me check it out. And sometimes it's shit. Sometimes it's Kendrick Lamar, which is, I think kind of the savior right now.
Right.
It's a lot of trial and error, I guess.
So how do you book a band? Because do you own the Howlin Wolf?
No, I'm like the underboss.
The underboss.
The number 2 guy.
Underdog.
The guy that started
Who owns it?
as Howie Kaplan.
Okay.
And I've been working with him since I was 18, so 16, actually this month will be like 16 years.
You've had
Yeah.
the same gig for 16 years.
Yeah. Started as a flyer guy.
Wow, like the Howlin Wolf.
I was actually
Wow.
making the joke with my street team kids yesterday about how, and it's like, it's to that point now where I'm kind of like the older guy,
Right.
and I find myself saying, like, back in my day a lot now, which is kind of cool but scary at the same time. But I was, trying to explain to them what it was like back in the day when it was legal to put staple posters on telephone poles.
And now it's
And the
not.
fights and the wars you would get into with other venues and other street team people because there's only so much real estate, on these poles, and there's only certain spots where, like, they're going to stay up. So there was this constant battle of, like, all right, I'm out on Thursday. There's a poster from, Tibatina's, and their show's tomorrow. So I'm going to come back Saturday and cover that shit up. Like, fuck them, like,
What happens now?
social media.
So you have a street team?
We do have a street
still?
team. I mean, we still put stuff in retail stores, and because of our proximity to all the conventions and the hotels, we do a lot of hotel runs and try to make concierges happy and make sure that they're constantly
So that's your job?
talking about us.
Is that your job?
Oh, not anymore.
You don't run around doing the concierge?
Oh, no. Oh, I did for a long time.
schmoozing concierges.
I did that.
So
No,
everyone you talk to in New Orleans who's got a business gets in with a concierge.
Or the tour guides.
Or the tour
Yeah.
guides,
Yeah.
the same thing.
yeah.
So how do you get to be a concierge at a hotel? Because that must be a pretty good job.
It's
Everybody
a pain in the
wants
ass
to be your
job, from what I
friend.
hear.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does it entail other than telling people where to go?
Answering a lot of stupid questions. One of my best friends is a concierge, and every one of his posts on Facebook is, "I'm going to strangle the next human being that asks me what's a beignet."
But all the people with businesses here are constantly buttering these concierges up and being nice. Do they bribe them?
Well, yeah, like with tour companies, they do. They'll give them a certain percentage to sell their tours. So they try to get in there and be like, "Hey, you sell our tours, and you can keep $10 per person."
Right.
The businesses, I think, go up in there too and say, "Well, we'll give you $1 for every card with your name on it for people that
Right.
you've sent to us and such like that."
So that does work. Do you do that as well, Stu, your people?
We do a variation of that. We usually bring people food from our kitchen,
I like food.
which is nobody's going to say no to
tour
our.
guide, so, hey.
You are a tour guide
Yes.
as well. I
you
didn't
guys
even
are the
know that. What
mafia.
sort of
I've been a tour guide as long as he's been doing that.
16 years? I would
Actually,
say.
17 years for me.
Are you a tour guide in the French Quarter?
Yeah.
What do you do? The tour, like the ghost tour, or the
All the
just
tours.
anything? You will do any tour.
I'm a tour whore. I'll do your tour, baby.
Wow. So do you make all that stuff up, or do you actually know facts?
No, I
about
actually
it?
know facts. I can't. I'm not really good at making things up. This is why I'm not an actress. That's why I'm divorced too. So
You're divorced. How long were you married for?
I was married for 10 years to my ex-husband, but I'm divorced because I can't lie. I'm not really good at it. So he's like, "Hey, was I good in bed?" I'm like, "No, you sucked." That doesn't make for a good marriage.
Why would he ask that?
Because he sucked. Why does any guy ask, "Was that good, baby?"
Do most guys ask you that?
I don't have a.
Well,
what-
in your
No.
your lifetime.
The ones who suck do. The ones who know what they're doing in bed don't ask that question.
That's interesting. Well, you've hardly had any of that drink as well.
I drink slow.
Right. So that was the reason you got divorced?
No, I got divorced because I caught him fucking a relief worker in my bed after Katrina.
Wow, even though it wasn't any good.
No, he wasn't. That's what was funny. That's why I didn't shoot them. I was like,
What's
you know
the
what?
di-
You can have that.
What's the definition of not good?
Uh,
What are we supposed to look out for?
you guys don't know?
I'm just interested in what you're...
Yeah, don't look out for yourself when you're in bed. Like,
So
hey,
not-
hit it and quit it, baby. No, not that. Don't do that. That's,
Okay.
No.
Well, that's sort of 101 right in the back.
Yeah, like if you last less than 5 minutes,
Not good.
yeah, just
Don't
no,
ask,
just stay
how was
home
it?
and do it yourself. Just please don't waste our time.
Okay. All right. Well, that's grounds for divorce.
There's a lot of reasons, but that was number one.
Right. And what happened to him? Because that was a long time ago.
Oh, he went
Katrina.
bald and married a harelip.
Married a person with a hairlip.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
She's gotten thrown out of every bar in the North Shore, so that's fun. Yeah, they can't even go out together because she's psycho.
She's got a hairlip and she's psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people are misunderstanding what she's saying.
Maybe.
It's not very nice to make fun of somebody with a hairlip.
I can
though.
make fun of her.
Oh, okay.
I'm just her.
But she didn't. She wasn't.
Anybody
the woman.
else, not so
Well, she
much.
was the woman. She wasn't the one he was sleeping with in your bed.
No, this one
So you actually walked in and caught these people in the act.
in my bed.
You see pinch and bump? You see the pinch and bump?
I had the shotgun. I was looking down the barrel of it and debating whether I wanted to go to prison for these people and said, fuck it, y'all get out.
Is
Bye.
that true?
It's true.
You had a gun in your hand and you could have shot them both.
It's an open carry state. Why wouldn't I have a gun?
Well, I don't know. You
I
actually
get a
walked into
gun?
your own bedroom.
Well, no, the gun was in my bedroom, and I walked into my bedroom like, oh. Yeah,
What was the conversation after that?
there was no conversation.
There wasn't?
Get out. You have 5 minutes. Get out. I don't play.
I can see that.
Yeah, 'cause he's probably nodding behind me. He knows. Like, yeah,
This
I don't
is your
play.
current husband is sitting behind
Yeah,
you.
he's still
Is he-
alive.
Do you still have a gun?
Oh, several. My son just bought me a new 12 gauge.
All right.
Yeah, he plays with it more than I do, though.
How old's your son? Old enough to go buy a gun?
21, my youngest.
How many kids you got?
2,
How old's the other one?
22.
21 and 22.
I was crazy.
all right.
Hey, have them close together because that should be fun.
That's a good idea.
No,
Are they,
it's not a good idea. Don't
Are
do
you
that.
from here originally?
No,
Where'd you come from?
Connecticut.
And where are the kids? Are they both here?
They're in Carolina right now.
They are?
Yes.
And what's that? Is it an open carry state?
I don't know. Probably not.
So where'd they get the gun from? They bought that...
Probably Walmart.
Yeah.
Like my son, my youngest trades for everything. My oldest doesn't. He's not into guns. He's into theater and costuming and Renaissance fairs and such. My youngest is he's a redneck,
But you're into Renaissance fairs and
Yes, I
costuming
am.
as well, and you like guns.
and I like guns. I
So
like
you're
everything.
a combo.
Yeah, combo.
of those two kids?
They're a combo of me. They certainly are, because they're both very creative. My youngest is a metal worker, so he's like a blacksmith and a leather worker. And my oldest is a costumer, leather worker, in theater. I don't want to be in theater.
And you're a leather worker and tour guide.
Yes, I am.
Which one are you predominantly, or both? Given that's
I've
New
been
Orleans,
a
you can do
tour
it.
guide predominantly up until April. I sold my tour company in April to some friends of mine. And then I decided I wanted to go pretty much run away from home and be a pirate.
Be a pirate.
Full time, yes.
Yeah, I was interested to see that in this little bio that Graham, our producer, gave me. It says here that you're a member of the pirate community.
Yes.
What exactly does that mean?
Well, we used to be the crew of Nola Wenches, and now we're the crew of Rogue Pirates. I don't know. We changed our name because our lead lady left and moved to Florida to a tiny house or something. But we would get together. We get together every year for the Nola Shore Leave, which is in April, in the French Quarter for 4 days of debauchery, and it's usually just to kind of raise awareness that we exist. I don't know why. We used to raise funds. The other event we have in the beginning of April is the NOLA Pirate Week, where we do raise funds for different events, different.
When you say pirate, what does that mean? I mean, people in the gay community are pretty much gay.
Yes.
People in the black community are black.
Well, I'm the only pirate
So what's up
you've
with
ever
the-
met that's actually stolen a ship. I don't just dress like a pirate. I stole a ship.
You are really a pirate.
I stole a boat. Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you get caught?
Well, I had permission, but
Well, that's not stealing.
well, it is, but it isn't.
That
Like
really-
legally,
all
it
these
is.
guys were looking at you like you were really cool. There
Let
for
me tell
just
you what happened.
One
A friend of
moment.
mine, he had a 30-foot sailboat, and he moved to Norway. Long story short, the laws here, the maritime laws, if you leave your boat abandoned for 6 months, anybody can claim it. And he was worried that his drug addict brother would take the boat and sell it for drugs. So he said, I can't give you the title. I'm in Norway. I don't even know where it is. Go steal the boat. So I
you
stole
were
the boat.
instructed to steal a boat.
Yes. Stole the boat.
Is that still theft, Johnny?
This is kind of pirates are privateers.
Yeah, so there you
I
go.
would say
I would
that's,
for privateering, yes.
I would
say
say that's privateering.
Yeah.
I would say that's technically theft. I agree.
I'm just really fascinated how this conversation started with sap, and now we're talking about pirates. I think we've really come full circle
he's
here.
a good-
half
Like
circle.
this is really
Cunning linguist over
like
here.
this is amazing.
This is a good time
people
for-
would ship
Like,
batshit, so it works.
I think for the 10 people watching, like they're really getting their money's worth right now.
I would say
Like, we should
so.
be charging for this.
Hope
We
you're
should.
enjoying this
Well,
month.
someone called us with a check. Remember, Johnny?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, so your hands have got stuff all over them too. You've got dirty hands. too.
I was just given an RV from one of my friends who owns
RV?
An RV,
I
so
wish
that I
somebody
could.
would give me an RV.
She's
wouldn't it?
encouraging me to be a pirate full time. Her name is Brandy, and she has a Pegasus carriage company on the North Shore. And she gave me an RV, and it needed some work, so I had been working on the RV till right before I came here.
So you're the real deal. You can fix cars.
I can fix anything.
Really?
I can build anything. I built my house after Katrina with reclaimed materials.
Where is that?
It's in Lumberton, Mississippi.
Lumberton.
I built a Creole cottage.
But a pirate is one who unlawfully commandeers, and so we have this boat example. But generally speaking, you're not looking to steal my shit, are you?
Not unless you let me.
Ship.
Okay.
I mean, if you're like, hey, Jen, steal my car, I'm going to be like, okay.
Okay.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't leave
You
your
know.
shit abandoned for 6 months. I think
Right.
that's
Yeah,
the,
like
that's the moral of the
if
story.
in the water. If you leave your car
Yeah.
in the water, which will
I like
probably
that
happen
rule.
Yeah.
here,
Yeah, it could.
for 6 months, I'll take it.
Okay, so you're the only real pirate. What are the other pretend pirates? Do
Well, we
what?
just dress up.
Just dress up like a pirate.
And
but
there's
the-
some people that are historically accurate. They wear the right clothes and the right blunderbusses, and they do the black powder demonstrations. And a lot of us do fundraisers. I just did a fundraiser pirate festival about a week and a half ago in Lumberton to raise money for a friend of mine who has cancer.
Okay.
So we all got together and did raffles.
Dress like a
and-
pirate.
Yeah.
Where is Lumberton exactly?
It's just north of Poplarville, Mississippi,
And why would you want to live there?
because it got blown there after Hurricane Katrina. I didn't get a check. I didn't get any free money, so I had to.
Well, you got your house back. Got rid of that guy.
Well, no, I gave him what was left of our house and left.
And you took off.
Yeah.
Left
fuck
him,
it.
left him with the harelip, and you got Lumberton.
Yeah, well, I found 10 acres there at a good price, and, I built a house.
Okay.
A guy said, you can't build a house, you're a girl, and I built a house.
Nice.
I'm spiteful.
That's what pirates do,
Yeah, it's spite.
I guess.
Yeah.
Do you? What size is the pirate community?
It's pretty
a
large,
lot of
actually.
you.
If you look on Facebook, for example, the Worldwide Pirate Community, which is just one Facebook page, for example, is over 40,000 members.
I want to know who's bigger, the vampire community or the pirate
I
community?
think a lot of people who used to be vampires just got tired of wearing the cravats. and said, "This is gay. I'm going to go be a pirate." Okay.
That's a good tie-in to the whole.
I used to be in the vampire community, and I was like, "This is dumb. I don't want to drink blood. Oh, I could be a pirate."
What other communities are there? Is there a zombie community?
There actually is.
Is there?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that there's like a baby community, right? What's the name of those guys?
Oh,
People who dress like a baby.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Yeah, the baby people. They like cuddle. They have like cuddle parties.
Oh,
and
dear.
They wear diapers.
No,
and
those are the
stuff.
furries, aren't they?
The furries.
Yeah,
The
the
ones that
furries.
dress like animals.
Yeah, and then
that's
they
right.
snuggle on.
So,
Furries
Yeah.
are
Yeah, the
furries are
furries.
animals.
They're
Yeah.
scary.
That's
That's
not-
scary. They scare me.
well, are there more furries or more
What
pirates?
are the ones
That's
that
what I
live-
wanna know.
I don't
what
know,
are they called?
man.
The bronies?
Oh, brownies! They love My Little Pony. Are
Yeah,
you-
there was legitimately a
are you a
convention for
brony?
that.
I think we
no,
should
but there was a convention.
Yes,
for that.
there is a convention.
And we actually got business from.
I just
them.
had
People
a,
dressed
I just
like
had a,
bronies eating
I just had a
hamburgers,
money making
Did you get
epiphany.
pictures?
Talk to me.
Nah.
What?
We should rent a convention center or something and put a boxing ring and have like the pirates fight the furries and.
I have a real
Whoa.
sword.
that.
There would
Yeah.
be dead furry parts everywhere.
Well, you never know. I mean, there could be some pretty tough fucking furries. out
There's
there.
got to be
It'd
because
be a cool video
you know,
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furry versus it's all the people who have little communities.
Yeah, just the weird
Instead of
little
getting along with each
eccentric
other, they could
communities.
fight each other.
Yeah.
So I can see where the drunken aspect sort of still lurking inside.
does-
Oh
you.
yeah, I'm dark
Sort of-
inside. You have no idea.
Really?
Yeah.
And does that worry you ever?
No, every day.
It does.
Yeah, every
You
day.
spend every day worrying about being dark. 'Cause
Well, I have a child on the way, so I'm trying to confront my darkness before I bring this other life.
what do you
into the
think
world.
caused it in your life?
I think having an alcoholic father at a young age, and I think a lot of my childhood. We all have issues, right? Every one of us has issues.
Yeah.
None of us don't.
Do you think it's all because of our fucking parents for everybody, including your
no,
kid?
I think it's tons of factors. I think for me, I had an abusive alcoholic dad. I think it, screwed me up as a kid.
Right. And is there any way to get over that? To say, you know what, I know all about that. I know what caused it.
I think identifying your problems and confronting them
Right.
and being honest with yourself about it is how you get over it.
Are you writing your way out of it with songs?
I definitely started writing songs as a way to release. I think drinking was a release. I think.
Well, now you've cut that off.
Yeah. Well, I'm dealing with
grown
it.
out of that.
Yeah. I don't want to say growing out of it. I'd say I'm.
Well, that was a technique
moving
that you
on.
used for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you don't need that
and
one.
that clearly wasn't working for
But
me.
now, obviously, that writing songs must have worked because now you've written yourself into a sort of more of a happy place.
Yeah. For sure.
Now you might have
Yeah.
to leave writing songs behind.
I don't think I would.
What about smoking weed? Have you tried that?
Oh yeah, I smoke weed.
You still do?
Yeah.
Even though you don't drink?
Correct.
Good man, okay. Because that's
Yeah.
the best thing for everything.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not preaching. I'm just saying I cannot drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Different,
right.
different drugs do different things for different people, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean that you still can't have a hangover
I
disorder
mean,
if you
but
want.
you could try it out.
Put it this way, I won't get stoned and tell somebody to fuck off. And
No, that's the thing about pot. It
right.
doesn't make you
Yeah.
want to fight people.
no, not at all.
That's why it's totally legal most places.
Yeah.
Well, it should be. Okay, so what about a song? Come on.
Okay. All right.
Let's
so
do it. What are we
do
going
you
to
want to
hear?
hear? You want to hear happy song, sad song?
Whatever you feel like playing.
All right. Let's see if I can do this. So this is a song about I wrote about my friend John LaPata who got stomach cancer, and this is about our last conversations together. This is. I used to play in a band with my friend Shelby Cobra. I played bass in that band. John LaPata was our steel guitar player. And he, the whole time he played with us, I wondered why he hung out with us because we were playing in biker bars and bad stuff happened. Anyway, he got stomach cancer and sat us down and told us he had cancer. And this is just about that. He died about 2 weeks after I wrote this. Well, I went to see a doctor for a pain that's in my side that wrestles my eyes open when I try to sleep at night. Well, I'm sorry, said the doctor, for the pain that's in your belly cannot be cured with medicine, for cancer is its name. I called my loved ones and I told them all I'm dying, and soon I'll be riding on that train that'll carry me off to a land beyond the sky. This cancer, it's eating me alive. Walking through the park, I never noticed so much beauty, like the laughing of the children or the singing of the birds. Well, I wish that I could take off and be alone to do my dying, just like a sick animal who strays off from the herd. And I love the ones who love me for telling their lies. They're saying that I'll be just fine. And that pie up in the sky's getting closer every day. This cancer keeps eating me alive. Walking through this hospital with half a morphine mind, I know this is the last place I'll see before I die. And the shadows dance around my bed and I can hear them crying. They're telling me they love me, but I'm too weak to reply. I'm not the man you see lying in this bed, for my mind, it's still young inside. And I wish that I was strong enough to walk out that door, but this cancer keeps eating me alive. Years turn into minutes and hours into days. My life was just a flash. It all happened yesterday. And as the last breath of life escapes this worn-out body, a bright light engulfs me and it frees me from the pain. I hear the voices of my mother and father. They're calling now to welcome me home. And all the pain and misery is finally left behind. This cancer has taken my life.
Very good.
Johnny Dilks. Wow. I don't think...
You guys happy now?
I was going to say, I don't think
Sang
I've ever
that
had
after-
If I
to...
didn't need another drink before, I definitely do now.
Yeah, no shit.
That is as depressing as it gets, actually.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty hard to... Would that be hard to write that, or did it all come easy to you?
you know, sometimes it takes me months to write songs. That song, I basically sat there and talked to my friend. I cried, had a good cry for a couple hours, and I went home. I wrote that song in about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I felt horrible.
Right.
For about a week, I felt guilty for writing it. And I wrote it all down, I recorded it, and emailed it to him, and just said, hey, I feel bad. I wrote this. I feel horrible. I didn't hear back from him for a few days, and he wrote back and said, you nailed a lot of what we were talking about. Please share it. So I wouldn't be singing it. I said, if this, whatever, I'll make it go away forever. And
But he liked it, obviously, and thought
he just said it was. He just said it was the truth, and that that's it. He didn't die in the hospital. He died at home. So.
Well,
Three chords and the
Jennifer, what
truth,
did you
as they
think?
say. You know?
I thought that's what I'm talking about. This song with the story, that was awesome.
Yeah.
that's what you like.
Yeah.
So you're not looking to make a lot of money out of that one.
The cancer song? No, I haven't done anything with it. I've just been, written on a piece of paper in my guitar
Right.
case.
And you quit playing totally for a couple of years there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was on High Tone Records, and I got a song in a movie. Never got paid, and then
How's that happen? Don't they have
they
people?
basically told me to hire a lawyer and sue them.
Right.
Hired a lawyer. I spent about $7,000 writing letters, and my lawyer said, "You will win, but they have lawyers on staff. You're going to be prepared to spend
What was it?
$150,000 to get
Right.
you know."
What was the movie studio or whoever did that?
It was done through my publishing company, and so it's a long story. The record company
how do they
owned
get
half
away
of.
with it? Oh,
They basically said that they spent the money on promoting the record, which
so it was in
they
the
did.
fine print of your contract?
Not really. I mean,
Not
my
either.
lawyer said I would have won, but it would have been an expensive fight. The movie was The Way of the Gun, which was I think 2000 or something.
You guys
Benicio del
know
Toro
that?
movie.
You know something about The Way of the Gun, Jennifer? You don't know that movie?
No, I don't watch much movies.
Powder
It
Musket.
was a pretty terrible
Cannon.
movie.
It was a bad movie.
Yeah, it was kind of a
but-
cult movie. It's got James Caan and Benicio del Toro and Juliette Lewis in it.
Well, hell, they're all good.
Yeah, but it was a.
But it wasn't a good movie.
I didn't like it.
I guess they didn't get paid either then. Well, maybe they paid all the money
I think
to
they
those
got paid.
guys.
Yeah, they did. My record company did get paid. They produced a copy of the check. So, and
Holy
then I
shit.
got depressed, and
So that's what soured you on the music business.
yeah, and we were touring, and two of my bandmates got hired by Merle Haggard in the middle of our tour, and then fired 6 weeks later.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So after doing a couple of shows with them, so
Wow, that's pretty cool. That Merle. Did you meet him? Have you played with him?
I've met Merle.
Did you play with him at all?
I didn't know. I opened for him.
Right. That must have been interesting. What's he like?
Kind of up in his ivory tower. He was really stoned. He was like kind of a contradiction of himself. He was like super, kind of right-wing country guy in the '60s and kind of liberal pot smoker in the '90s. Bonnie Owens was cool, and Norm Hamlet was really cool from his band. They were like super nice
Right.
people.
I can't believe you. So you guys, your band was pretty good then. If Merle Haggard's hiring them.
Well, I don't know. I
Hiring
mean,
them out of your-
I don't think Merle hired us. I think I had a good management guy at the time.
Oh, he just shows up and whoever's
Yeah.
in the band.
I don't think he
playing
gives a
for
shit
him.
who opens for him. to
Right.
be
Well, he's
honest.
gone now too.
Yeah, he's gone.
They're all dropping like flies, these old country guys. So do you feel you have some sort of a responsibility or duty or obligation to carry on writing and singing traditional country? Because nobody
I don't
else
think
is
it's
doing it?
I don't think to anybody but myself.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
just
think
to yourself.
I think
no one is doing it.
I think like you're a songwriter, right? It's like it's if it's what you do. Like I'll always write songs. I mean, I always will. I have since I was 14, 15 years old.
Right.
So I think it's you like to talk. You're never going to stop talking, are you?
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope
it's-
I do. It'd be great. I'm going to stop talking right now, make Andrew play a song, and then we'll have time for you to play one more as well. What do you think of that
Yeah,
for
do
an
you wanna play
idea?
this?
Do you mind?
Yeah, no.
It's a pretty cool guitar,
It's a
actually.
beautiful looking guitar, isn't it?
Can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, what do you want to play? And then you want to play one more after,
Sure.
Johnny? Okay, cool. You guys don't mind if we do that, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Hey, good catch, by the way.
I'll find it.
I notice you don't have the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
What's the thing?
Oh, the snark.
Snark.
He's fascinated by the headstock tuners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do you tune this guitar? Just by ear?
No,
Old school.
I used my cell phone, but I used to use a tuning fork.
Oh, that's really awesome.
So, Grant, I got to tell you, if you love the headstock tuner, I got an upgrade that I found in Nashville the other day.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy one, but I think I might.
What does
It's
it do?
a headstock tuner made by this company Polytune, which has figured out how to allow you to simply strum all the strings of the guitar, and it gives you 6 little nodes, and they tell you which
one
strings
needs
are
to
out
be
of tune.
tuned.
You could just boop, 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 one time.
That's
Just
cool.
That's pretty
and
cool.
it's got that on the headstock too now. So it's a headstock tuner that will tune
Okay, that's
all
pretty
6
groovy.
strings at the same time.
And how much is that? Is it expensive?
$50.
Worth it.
Pretty worth it. I think a snark is like 20. So
great.
and snarks are super accurate and plenty
Right.
good enough for, you know.
What has to happen next, though, does it has to come built into the guitar, right?
They have those. I think,
have
you know, I just think classic nature. Don't cut into the wood just to put a little piece of electronics, you know.
All right.
Seems. Look at this guitar. This guitar is killer. Look at the little things going on the neck board, fretboard. It's pretty cool.
67 Grammar made in Nashville
Pretty hip.
by,
And that's
by Billy Grammer, who's a Grand Ole Opry star.
Is this a DeArmond pickup?
Armand
in the, yeah.
humbucker.
Cool. All right.
Okay, what are we listening to?
Why don't I play you? Well, since we just kind of heard a sad song, let me go ahead and play you something that'll just destroy you. How about that? No, just kidding. This is a song about a fella that was a friend of a friend, or he's a brother of a friend, and he had a waiting line in social situations to talk to him, and he had special needs, but people were waiting in line to talk to him, not because he talked slow or anything, but because he had interesting things to say, and as opposed to everybody else who you just make the pleasantries and forget about it, you'd have real conversations with him. So the song's called Till I Met John, goes like this. Alexander made love to his Madeline, and the love they made, it gave them a son. And with her baby on the way, Maddie thought of baby names, but she'd always loved the simple ones. She'd name him John. His name was John. This Johnny slowly grew inside his mom. The doctors found that there was something wrong. Yeah, they told John's mom and dad the condition John had, that he'd never be too smart. Oh, and it broke their hearts till they met John. Till they met John. Some might say he's simple, but they're all so complicated. 'Cause nothing's true and love is war, and wars aren't fought for love. John knows nothing of a God above, only that he can be saved by love, and you might think that he's wrong till you meet John. Till you meet John. Well, John and his folks, they live down the street, and he takes a walk this way once a week. When I see him walking past, we'll stop and sit down in the grass, speak of memories I thought were all but gone. Till I met John. Till I met John. Some write of their dark storms and the fear of growing older. John runs out into the rain to feel the raindrops on his shoulder. Lord, I'd never known the hour of dawn or felt the peace of my front lawn. Lord, I never thought to write this kind of song till I met John. Till I met John. With her baby on the way, Maddie thought of baby names, but she'd always loved the simple ones. She named him John. His name was John.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah,
that was good.
awesome.
Wow.
Appreciate
You're allowed
it.
to clap,
Yeah.
everybody. Sorry, my mic is
No.
falling over. Well, what about that one now? So now we've had a song about stomach cancer,
Right?
the upside of special needs. How do we follow that?
We bring it
We've
even
talk-
further down.
We've talked about cheating,
Right?
catching your husband in bed with another woman, self-restraint, at least you didn't kill them.
I think we should go with alcoholism. You got one about that?
We've
I
had
do, yeah. I
Let's do this.
We've got hair lips in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how the song didn't resolve, too. You
Oh,
left
sure.
it open at the
Yeah.
end. That's awesome.
Thanks,
That's like
dude.
my favorite thing about the song. Alcoholism?
Well, have you got an upbeat one?
No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
I got upbeat. Upbeat, here you go. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Lost my job, ain't got a dime. Man, I need a shave and I need a shine. I'm all hung over, I got a mouth full of cotton. Yes, I've arrived. This must be the bottom. Well, if this is the bottom, well then, okay. I figure I'd have crawled down here someday. I had high hopes, man, she shot 'em. Guess I've arrived, this must be the bottom. A doodle-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. I'm an honorary member of Skid Row. Well, I smoke old butts and I beg my dough. You want trouble? Well, boys, I've got some. Yes, I've arrived. This must be the bottom. Well, if this is the bottom, well then, okay. I figure I'd have crawled down here someday. I had high hopes, and man, she shot 'em. Guess I've arrived. This must be the bottom. I've arrived. This must be the bottom.
Ah, yeah.
Short and sweet.
That's great. Did you write that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, damn it. That's a fucking song.
Yeah,
there, too.
it's
That's a great song. Who wrote that? Where's it from?
I got an old Del Reeves 45 from the 60s, so I don't know.
You are a really great singer and player and all around. Don't you think, Andrew?
Hell
Really?
yeah, man.
Seriously.
Yeah, Andrew, I think, is more talented than I will ever be.
Well, we don't have to measure dicks
I
here.
don't
but
know,
you-
yeah.
have,
We can.
I have
You can-
no musical talent. You are both awesome.
Aren't they both? They are.
There you
I
go.
agree. Well, I see Andrew every week. I think Andrew's a super genius, actually.
Can we hear Andrew? I'd like to hear him.
You want
sing
another
something.
one?
Can we?
Sure. Well, have we got time?
I don't know. I think what if we just do an outro?
Yeah, we might just have to play us out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas says we have to quit. We got to make way for. Look, this place is packed here today.
Thomas
for
is
some
being
reason.
mean.
Thomas keeps us on
I'm
track.
breaking up with you.
Someone-
This relationship is over.
You're breaking up with Thomas?
Yeah, we're
Hey,
done.
listen. So we got to get out of here. What
Get
did
your
I?
stuff.
What did I omit, Jennifer? You need to tell us anything about where we can find. We didn't even talk about leatherwork, which is really what you do.
Yes, I'm a
is
meat
what-
artist.
You're a meat artist?
A meat artist.
Oh, right.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, I sculpt meat into stuff you wear. Yay, meat art.
You mean meat as in leather?
Like
Yes.
Ed Gein.
I guess it was
over here.
originally
Yes.
what kept the meat together.
Just put the lotion in the basket.
Okay. So that's what. So we can.
Is it a leather basket?
We haven't even got onto any leather subjects at all, but we can find. Well, you know what? We should all
I'm
just
just
come
on
back
Facebook.
here.
I'm just on Facebook. Red Paw Leather,
Red Paw.
like a paw print.
R-E-D.
Paw.
Paw, P-A-W.
P-A-W.
Okay. So we'll put a link to that on our website. It's neworleans.com, so anyone can find that. And Stu, we didn't get on to talk about the Howlin Wolf at all. We didn't even mention it hardly, except for
It's going to be my new
team.
last name.
Stu from the
yeah,
Howlin
as
Wolf.
well. Yeah.
So the Howlin Wolf is on
South Peters.
South Peters.
907 South Peters.
What's good that's coming up, the Howlin Wolf?
Good question.
What am I excited about? Oh, we got, speaking of gangster rap, we're celebrating Juvenile's 20th anniversary of his famous 400 Degrees album.
So sick.
Wow.
He's just playing it down?
That's what we're trying to convince him to do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
I'm actually talking to the partner on this about we're actually going to buy soldier rags and give them out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going
I like
head
that.
first into to the deep end on this one.
Yup.
So I was thinking you could invite him to come do the Naked Shellac show.
I don't do that anymore.
He
since
doesn't
I
do
quit
any naked
drinking.
shellac. Yeah.
But you
I mean,
promised.
I didn't
Oh,
promise.
that's it. We're
Yeah.
breaking up too.
So-
I'm
Yeah.
breaking up with you also.
We can make it part of like an art show or something.
An art show.
Yeah, we can just like get you slacking in the middle of the room. It'd be great.
It's,
It'd be awesome.
like if I was a haircutter.
We'll put you next to like the people that do
a
like
haircutting party.
We'll put you next to the people that do like the body painting stuff.
We could call
It'd
it
be
bug,
great.
bug poop and guitar picking.
it's,
I
you know,
forgot about
yeah.
that.
It's my
Buck Poop. That was
professional
way back.
life.
I'd rather just hear you play the guitar and sing, frankly.
Yeah, I'll do that anytime you
Well,
want.
will you come back and do that for us again sometime?
Yeah,
Ian?
absolutely.
Okay.
Only if this
Let's do
guy's
that. Yeah, Andrew's here every week pretty much, except when he's not.
Yeah.
All right?
That's right.
The great Johnny Dilks.
All right.
Thanks, and we can find you online. Can we steal your music off Spotify and everything as well?
Yeah, I think you can actually.
Okay, cool. Dilks. Go look for that. Stu from the Howlin Wolf and Jennifer
Raven.
Raven. I didn't even get to ask you if that's your real name.
No,
but
it's not.
It's not.
It's just what everybody knows me as.
Everyone knows you as Raven.
Yeah, I keep my ex-husband's last name to piss off his wife.
Well, let's go out with that. What is it?
You're not bitter, are you?
Vallis. Not at all. I'm just a spiteful bitch.
It's Vallis.
Vallis.
V-A-L-L-A-S. That's Greek as well.
I know, it's Hungarian.
It's Hungarian.
Yeah, you gotta be all
like
Valash.
That's how it's pronounced.
Yeah,
really,
you gotta just be
Valash.
angry about it, because
Okay.
Hungarians are angry people.
Really? Are you as tough as you seem, or this is all just an act?
No,
really?
it's me.
This is real.
It's me. I'm nice
So look
too,
at-
though.
You
Like,
seem
I'm
nice to me.
I'm nice.
Okay, well,
But
I'll
in New
go
Orleans,
with
you
that.
can't be too nice, because I'll just kill you.
Hey, well, thank you all for joining us today on Happy Hour.
Yeah,
That's been
thanks, Grant.
it's been an awesome show, actually, to tell you the truth. It's gone quickly.
Thanks for having us.
Graham DePonte is our producer, and our associate producers are Alison Moon and April Stolf. Christian Unruh is our music director, and our music producer is Jean Valois. Thomas Walsh is our technical director, and our live feed directors who put this all on Facebook are Asher Griffith and Grayson Jernigan. Our theme music, at the beginning of the show, was written and played by Mitch Foreman, and this current music you're hearing is being extemporaneously produced by Andrew Duhon. If you'd like to be on our show, you can stay upright for about an hour while sitting around a table and drinking free alcohol. Drop us a line. Our address is on our website. It's neworleans.com. You can also check out many other hours of Happy Hour up there as well. There's some other shows we make here, including Out to Lunch with Peter Raschuti, live from Commander's Palace, Louisiana Eats with Poppy Tookup, and you can find other great Louisiana podcasts at itsacadiana.com, and it's batonrouge.la. You can keep up with us on Facebook and Twitter and a bunch of other time-sucking social media as well. On all of it, we're called It's New Orleans. You can find photos from this show on itsneworleans.com. And on our Facebook page, those photos are taken by Alison Moon. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app, thank you for subscribing to us. If you take a moment to stop everything and rate and review us, that actually does help other people find us, which would be awesome. Our show is recorded live today at Wayfare on Ferret Street in Uptown New Orleans. Happy Hour is a production of INO Broadcasting for itsneworleans.com. For Andrew Duhon, everyone else around the table here at Wayfare and back at our office at INO Broadcasting. I'm Grant Morris. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here next week for more Happy Hour.
Your home is important. That's why Geico helps make it easy to save on condo insurance. Because home is more than just a place. Home is where you took minimalism too far because there's only one chair in your entire condo and your only entertainment is one card. Not even a deck of cards, but a single card. And all your guests have to share one plate and one fork, but you're convinced that less stuff means more freedom. The Geico Insurance Agency could help protect the overly minimalist broom closet you call home. Call Geico and see how easy it is to switch and save on condo insurance.